This week on Arkansas Wildlife, it's all about Arkansas elk. We're here at the Buffalo River Elk Festival, and whether you like viewing elk in Boxley Valley, visiting the Ponca Elk Education Center, or maybe getting your name in the hat for one of the coveted elk permits, this right here, Jasper, Newton County, is where it all starts.
Shuffling through the streets around the Newton County Courthouse on a sultry June day, this seems like an unusual place to celebrate Arkansas's elk herd. But this is where thousands of visitors gather on the last weekend of June each year for the Buffalo River Elk Festival. They come to check out arts and crafts, eat carnival foods, and most importantly, pay tribute to the natural state's largest game animal.
This is also for a Zone 4 cow. All of these are for the second portion of the hunt in late October.
There's a lot to celebrate. Wiped off the landscape in the mid-19th century by habitat loss and unregulated hunting, elk were successfully reintroduced to land around the Buffalo National River starting in the early 1980s. Today, the Arkansas elk herd numbers between 600 and 700 animals. It's estimated the herd annually attracts tens of thousands of visitors to this rural area in north central Arkansas. And for a couple of weeks each fall, a small number of hunters get to take part in a tightly controlled elk hunting season.
Here in Arkansas, we actually do have an elk season. We actually have 2 of them in the month of October. It is split between public and private lands. On the public land, we actually have our Buffalo River Elk Festival each June here in Jasper, and we draw those tags on the square from online applicants as well as people who show up at the festival and sign up on site.
And the winner is, out of Austin, Arkansas, Vernon McNully. Congratulations, Vernon.
Typically, we have about 6,000 applicants that draw out 32 permits total, so it's pretty difficult to get one of those permits, but once you do, it's a chance of a lifetime to come out here and hunt these elk. On private land, we have a quota-based system, and so the hunters have to call in each day to see if the quota has been met. And so we'll set a quota, and once that quota is filled, then the hunt ends.
While relatively few Arkansans take part in the annual elk hunt, the Buffalo River elk herd offers unlimited wildlife viewing opportunities. One of the best places to find elk is Boxley Valley, where State Highway 21 winds alongside open fields between Boxley and Ponca in western Newton County, paralleling the upper Buffalo River and putting visitors in close proximity to the animals. The Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's Ponca Elk Education Center features numerous exhibits and hands-on activities related to elk. It's an ideal spot to learn about the herd, as well as the best places to see and photograph the animals. The elk breeding season takes place in the fall and provides the best opportunity to see large herds and hear the haunting call of bull elk bugling through the valley.
A lot of people will go and watch the rutting activities down there. The bulls will chase the cows around, they'll gather their harem, there'll be a lot of fighting going on, so it's pretty amazing to see the elk in its native habitat, doing its rutting activities, and you could be so close to that because a lot of times you're within 100 yards in Boxley Valley.
No matter where visitors view elk, they're often making an important economic contribution to this rural part of the natural state.
We have a lot of visitors that come to Newton County to view elk. Boxley Valley is a good place to go, but we do have other places in Elk Range that you can go view elk. But yeah, it's estimated that it brings in tens of thousands of people to this county every year that spend money, buying gas, buying other goods. That's funding that wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the elk. Newton County is a fairly poor county. There's not a whole lot of industry here. There's a whole lot of public land that's available. So again, it brings in a lot of funding that otherwise would be missed if the elk were not here.
In fact, Newton County's biggest weekend for sales tax receipts is the last weekend in June during the annual Buffalo River Elk Festival. But for this rural county deep in the heart of the Ozarks, the return of the elk is always a cause for celebration.